All right, well, his success has truly been one of the feel-good stories in mixed martial arts over the last several years. Charles Oliveira kind of left for dead by people in 2018, then went on to become the best lightweight in the world and still believes he can be that yet again if he can get a win tonight.
He's got to win tonight. He's got to get going in the right direction. You lose your championship in the way that he did, you question whether or not Oliveira has the mental makeup to get back going in the right direction. How can you question it, though, when we have seen what he has done prior? This guy is a tremendous striker, unbelievable jiu-jitsu. If you're on the ground with him, you're constantly in danger. He can submit you from any single position. Charles Oliveira's special, man, and it's always fun to be able to call one of his fights. And I'm not sure, minute for minute, there is a more exciting fighter in mixed martial arts today than Charles Oliveira, and thankfully the MMA masses get to watch him compete yet again here tonight. All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now. He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov's looking for a big night. The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Charles Oliveira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we go, arguably the most exciting fighter in the world today, the streaking Charles Oliveira taking on the most dominant force in the game when he was the champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov. John, listen to this arena. Listen to how excited the people are. Oh, stuck in the guillotine. This is getting tight. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going. Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get to the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas. He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. He's got the sub locked in.
there. Slide back out.
Nice.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Right back.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, that looks tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Work out his position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Oliveira is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. Nope, yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here. Oh, my goodness. That dart choke is very tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Lands with the ground and pound. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
He passes the half. Oh, right in the mouth. Great submission defense. Oh, he got to his spot.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oliveira's in half guard.
Big ground and pound. Nice defense.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
He's got to be careful here.
Round two is next.
Great job that round. I want you to keep doing exactly that. Change up your strikes. Your boxing looks great. Your kickboxing down low looks awesome. And that head kick, that's a win.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger. You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Or you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of. Now they separate.
Oliveira's now dealing with a cheek cup.
Guillotine jump.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half-guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, that looks tight. Oh, he got out again.
He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top, and now you can see the swelling.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, close guard now.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's gonna try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke.
Oh, and he's out.
It's work. You stand you up. You need to work.
That was nice.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Oliveira's eye is closing up. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound. Oh, he's got his back. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Got to be careful here. Beautiful ground and pound, and now he's got his opponent cut.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Oliveira. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Oliveira's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital.
Great defense by this fighter.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Oh, he's working for the sub.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Good round.
All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Oliveira's eye starting to look pretty bad. He absorbed a lot of damage over those 5 minutes. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about that. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does,
He can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. All right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single takedown.
Has not even attempted a takedown. I would never have expected this, Jam. I don't understand what is going on in this fighter's head. He needs to get the fight to his wheelhouse. That is on the ground in the grappling. I don't know, man. Pride is a weird thing, and it seems as though he's fighting with pride tonight.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Wow, he is landing time and time again on that cut. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount, making all these shots count. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking... looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red, is referee healthy here. Just as the referees will never take a guy out of mountains, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on it.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Khabib's back inside control here. Oh, man, that swelled area getting worse with every passing strike. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Oliveira.
Massive shot from the top.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they called the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Nicely done. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his...
Darce, yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
That Darce is tight.
By the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, good work here to the body by Nurmagomedov. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Side control now.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, man, another strike gets through. You can only describe his condition as critical now.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not...
Takes his back now. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. He's isolating an arm. Arm is very tight.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe. Oh, nice.
Oliveira's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Nurmagomedov's in half court. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your...
Oh, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
He's attacking the Kimura. Watch for him to step over to try to get him on his hip.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Oliveira's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. I might have even caught his jawbone in there. I'm not so sure.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Oliveira.
Oh. Oh, big elbow.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But If you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oliveira's an absolute mess right now. There's blood everywhere. I'm not so sure they're not going to stop this fight right now.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for. He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of his cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cutman can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're going to stop this fight. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
5th and final round. Next round is underway, and I'm no fighter, but these guys look pretty fresh to me.
It's insane to be able to carry that workload, that pace over.
Oh, pretty sneaky there to get the ankle pick.
He passes to half guard. Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
Oliveira's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut at this point in time. They might potentially stop this fight if he has vision issues from here. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. How about that? Avoids the submission and pops right back up. Constantly a moving target.
Getting them out here.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately.
Well, he's got his back now. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. We might get a stoppage here soon.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. He's having his way with him here. Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Oliveira.
Another strike lands right to that targeted spot. The swelling continues to get worse, and I would not be surprised if the referee calls in the ringside position to take a look. Beautiful ground strikes landed. This is where he wants to be.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. And now he's got the back. Khabib's right back to the full mount here.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
2 minutes now to go in the fight.
He's got to start throwing down. Oh, nice right hand by the chin. Yeah.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
This is a terrible position.
1 minute to go in the fight. All right, now it seems as though the referee has closed his distance, monitoring the action closely. I think there's potential to stop this fight due to swelling, right?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. And it's in the reactions, right? Every time he gets hit now, he turns away. He moves away from the fight. If you're a fighter, you do not want to be avoiding the contact. But how can he not when he's been beaten this bad? Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn...
All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. The
Ladies
official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-44. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it to look like this. You want it to look dominant. He looked dominant tonight in all areas of mixed martial arts. There is no question who's going to get their hand raised tonight when they get to the center of the octagon.